We're back. We're back. We are so back. We're so back. We are so back. Welcome, everybody, back to the VTuber football tournament. The second half of round one will get underway here, this time for realsies. For those that don't know, I tried to do this a couple days ago from when this was streamed, and it did not work because the game was broken, thanks to EA. So that was a waste of a half an hour and a waste of a potentially awesome stream. The vibes were destroyed that day for me, so I didn't end up streaming at all yesterday and the day before that when I tried to stream this for the first time. But we are back. I have tested it this time, and it does work. We do have the ability to play all 4 games today, so that's what we're going to do. So today, we will start things off with Petra taking on Dokibird for the start of these round 1, second half of the round 1 games. Let's take a look at the bracket. I bet, oh, that's the blank bracket. What happened to the actual bracket? Oh, there it is. I forgot it updated. There we go. There's the updated bracket. So all 4 games that we'll see today will take place here on this stream. All 4 on the right side, I should say. So we'll start off with Petra taking on Dokibird. That'll be our first matchup in a game that I'm kind of looking forward to the most. Just saying. Then after that, the winner of that match will face off against the winner of our next matchup, which will be Rodrigo taking on Iron Mouse. That'll be a fun game. That'll be a fun game, hopefully. And then our third matchup of today will take us with, will take us to the game of Henya versus Karoti. That'll be a fun matchup. And in our final matchup for this stream, it'll be David taking on Kobo. So that's where we stand in the tournament bracket. Ollie and Fruit will face off against each other in round 2, and then Michi and Bao will also do the same thing there. Now, I hope I did not change. Okay, yeah, we're good there. Perfect. So we're all set for this matchup for realsies this time. And I do apologize if my voice sounds a little deeper than it normally is. I just woke up. I woke up, saw the news that the update has came out, and the whole thing has been fixed. I jumped out and I said, we are doing this. Probably the fastest I'll ever start a stream after waking up. So with that out of the way, let's do this. Let's actually do this time. Let's take it down, and let's get ourselves some football action. Some much needed football action. Round 1 is underway here, as Dokibird will take on Petra to start things off. Dokibird will actually get the ball to start, so the home team will come out onto the field first things first, and they will come out to the 24-yard line, just shy of the 25, and that's where we start things off here for this game. That thumbnail is not up to date, but that is fine. We will look into that later. So we'll start at the 24-yard line here for Dokibird's team. They'll drop back the pass. They'll dump off over the middle. He's got a man, and they'll actually get a first down out of it. Gain of 11. Good start to the drive here for Dokibird. 1 quick first down, and that'll move the chains out to the 35. Gain of 11 there. Oh, that thing wasn't connected to the event. That's why. No worries. No worries. Another pass play here. Dumps it again over the middle. And another quickie first down. Another gain of... Well, actually, this one was about 14. So, out to midfield. Quickly fix... I don't really need to fix anything. Just upload the thumbnail. Let me do that real quick. Over midfield here for Dokibird to start things off. Play action. We'll give it to the running back, and he drops it. Incomplete. Couldn't find anybody over the middle. So we tried to dump it off to the running back, and that didn't work. So it's second down. There we go. That should be fixed. So now it's second down after that dropped. Another pass. Another pass over the right. Steps out just shy of the first down marker, but gained 6 out of that. So it'll be 3rd down for the Dragoons. They are over midfield, but they are not in field goal range. They might need a 1st down in order to get that. They need 4 for that. He's got it and more. That's a big-time 1st down. Oh, right at the 25. Dokibird driving down the field to start things off. Their first 3rd down and a converted 3rd down. Just outside red zone, right at the 25-yard line. That's where they sit. They will run it for the first time, and he's got a big hole. Big-time hole there opened up for the running back, and a gain of 14 just outside the 10-yard line. A little slow handoff, but nothing to worry about there. The running back found a lot of open space. And a lot of open space gives Dokibird a chance to go up on the board first here. They'll do a play-action pass here over. Got it, and just short of the end zone. It'll be 2nd down. Just short of the end zone. Just short. 2 yards short, but they don't need to get a touchdown. They can get 1 yard out of this, too. They get an extra 3 opportunities to get into the end zone here. The defense showing everybody coming to the line. They're going to quickly run it and get stumped. He loses the ball, picked up by the quarterback. He loses the ball as well. And it's also picked up by Dokibird. 2 fumbles on 1 play. Somehow Dokibird recovers, loses 8 on the total. The total loss of that was insane. Only 8 total yards. The running back fumbled it. Then the quarterback. The wide receiver had to be the one that picked that up. What a crazy turn of events that was. It's 3rd down and 10. Look at the pass. Throws it. It's caught. Breaks a tackle. Breaks 2. He's got a touchdown. Dokibird on top first. Wow. What a play. What a play. They nearly fumbled it all away right to Petra to start things off. And then the tight end fought more than on 1 occasion to get the yards that he needed for the touchdown. Broke 1 tackle, and then broke another 2 tackles to squeeze into the end zone. And Dokibird now has 6 to start things off. Will be 7 when they kick the extra point. What a good start. Good start for Dokibird here today.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
The kick is up and is through. So put 7 on the board there. That was a 9-play drive. Outside of that 2nd down catastrophe that was the fumblings, it was a good drive. Took about 4 minutes off the clock. Let's see what Petra could do here. Out to the 28. A little bit better starting field position, but not much better. So now we'll get a look at the Petra offense here to see if they can respond back with a score of their own. They'll start in shotgun formation. They'll start with a pass, and they'll start over the middle with a pass and gain very minimally 4 yards. But a start nonetheless. I also got to realize, too, that home field advantage will be a thing in the first 2 rounds. So the home teams do have the advantage, and we saw that in the first quadruple streams, or the quadruple game stream that we did last week. Screen pass here on 2nd down. He's got the 1st down with ease. Not much more than just the 1st down marker, but he's got it. That was a good screen. That's what they needed. They needed a 1st down, and they got it. The clock's still going to tick, though, because he was tackled just slightly inbounds. But they're set up at the 39-yard line, but they need another 1st down across midfield. They'll run it here on this 1st down play. He's going to be dropped behind the line. But we also have a flag on the play, and this one's coming backwards. So bring them back 10 yards. And now they'll need 20 to extend this drive. Man in motion. He'll throw it to the motion man. He's got a block. He's got a lot of space. Another flag is down. This one is as well coming back. Block in the back. That's going to make it 1st and 25. Petra's going backwards without even having to do much. Now they need 25 yards. And they'll dump it right back off again, but he's not going to get as much as he did that last time around. It's going to be 2nd and 22. A disastrous drive so far for Petra. It started off as a pretty good start to the drive. With a screen pass for the first down, they've been backed up 15 yards due to penalties. And now it's 2nd and 22, a run, and nothing out of that. It's going to be a long 3rd and 20. A long 3rd and 20. They don't want to go behind here early on here because we've seen that it is tough to get back into the game once you're down 2 or 3 possessions. So Petra needs to score and stay with the Dokibird here. In 3rd and 19, it's going to be a long one if they can get this one off, and he barely does, and it's going to be incomplete. It was a throw out of bounds. So 1 first down, and then backed up an extra 15 yards. It was a hard feat for Petra, and it's not gonna pan out in the same way that it did for Dokibird's first drive. They'll have to punt. Here comes the punt. It'll be a field flipper and a fair catch at the 30. So now Petra punted from the 30. Dokibird takes over at the 30. And it's a quick... Oh, that was a quick wide receiver screen. Who loses the ball? Petra recovers. The momentum, just like that, has shifted back over to Petra, who regains the ball. This time at the 35 of Dokibird. In field goal territory. Not the first time we've seen Dokibird fumble the ball. Certainly not even the second time. But this one, it's actually recovered by Petra. And now they're back at it. Just like that. It's intercepted! Petra threw an interception. And then just like that, Dokibird takes over. Oh my goodness! You can't do that! Wow! Disastrous offenses here. A fumble by Dokibird and an interception. Wow. And now just like that, Dokibird takes one play to the bench. Ooh, bad. That was a bad snap. A bad snap and a flag as well. That one's coming back as that's another offensive penalty. Man, the penalties are starting to stack up against these two teams, and we didn't see much of this in the first 4 games. This is starting to hurt both offenses here. It's now 1st and 20. And they'll run it on 1st and 20, and another flag. I think this one is also coming back. It's against the offense too. 2 holding calls in a row. You thought 1st and 25 was bad. How about 1st and 30 for Dokibird at their own 12? They'll try to get some of that yards back. And another flag on the field. And a fumble! Good Lord, what is happening in this game? I thought 1st and 30 was bad. How about 1st and 35? 3 straight holding calls. And this one's going to be flag empty, but it's also a gain of 10. So Dokibird needs a couple of big time plays here in order to get back in this game. They still have a 7-point lead, so they don't really need to worry so much, but then again, they have fumbled on every single drive at least once. A holding call took them back after fumbling it away. There's another snap. And another holding call, probably. And a fumble! And Petra recovers. Oh my goodness gracious. What is happening? This holding call is going to be declined. Petra will take over now, right at the 32. What is going on in this game? Pass over the middle. It is dropped. He had it, but the ball got knocked out. Too many holding calls on both sides of the ball. And then Dokibird just does not want to hold on to the ball, to say the least. There's another drive for Petra that starts off in great field position. They'll run it. And we'll gain nothing. So it'll be 3rd down and 10. The last few offensive drives have gone by just like that for both teams. Dokibird has fumbled the ball away twice now and given it to Petra, who didn't throw an interception this time around. 3rd and 10. Another flag. This one's coming back. Not like it's going to really matter. It is going to be an incomplete pass, so it will be 4th down regardless. It'll be 3rd and 15 if they do accept it, or 3rd and 20 rather, so they might accept this. No, they won't. Okay. Not a bad decision either way. 4th and 10. Petra sets field goal unit out. See if they can get points on the board. Kick will go up and just short of the goalpost. Actually, to the right. So once again, Petra leaves empty-handed with great field position. That went wide right. Yeah, it did. Not a good kick whatsoever. He just straight lined it when he shouldn't have. So now Dokibird will once again take back over right around the 30-yard line. Let's see if they can actually get some yardage instead of getting holding calls. Start with a run. First, they need to gain yards, and they'll lose 4 on that run. And that's how we end the first quarter with a very not-so-offensive-heavy game so far. Dokibird had that one amazing drive to start things off. But then, it's been bad ever since. It's been bad ever since. Dokibird has turned the ball over twice now. And has fumbled on every single offensive drive, which has been, I think, 4 at this. This was their 5th. They'll run it here on 2nd down, and they'll lose more. The defensive line starting to strengthen up a little bit here. They've dropped the running back for losses the last 2 runs here. So now they'll need to go with the passing attack if they want to get a 1st down and not go 3 and out here. So 3rd and 16 for Dokibird. Passing play. Not a lot of pressure. Steps up. It's going to take off with it. And lose the ball again. And once again, Petra takes advantage and recovers a fumble. Would have been better off just throwing the ball away. Ball security's been a huge issue early in this game for Dokibird. And again, Petra takes over in Dokibird territory. Quick screen out to the wide receiver. He's got a lot of space. He'll get a 1st down and step out at the 14. Big play right there. Finally, something happens on offense. And the clock will be stopped for a little bit with 8:16 left. I say that, it just started ticking again, but hey, a few seconds did not tick off the board. So 1st down and 10 at the 14. Let's see if they call another pass. They will call a run. Up the middle, he's got a good amount of space. And enough for a 1st down inside the 5-yard line. So it's 1st and goal for Petra, who can even out the score once again if they get another 3 yards. So this is Petra's 1st time inside the red zone here, which is the 20-yard line or closer to the end zone for those that don't know. 1st and goal at the 3. Another run play. This time the defense sniffs it out perfectly. Drops them for a loss of 2. Send an extra, maybe 2 extra defenders just in case it was a run, and it was a run. So that was a smart decision by the defense. So now they're backed up to the 5-yard line here on 2nd down. And they need all 5 to go up on the board. Get another run play this time. He's going to gain back those yards that he lost, but it's still going to be short. Third and goal coming up. What do you call here? Another run or a pass? Might be thinking pass here on this third down, but you better watch out. Got two guys on the top side of the field, and one or two on the bottom. It's going to be a pass. He's going to look for the receiver. It's a wide open running back. And now Petra has a touchdown.
Number 6 hauls it in the end zone.
Wasn't deep in the end zone, but it's not like they needed to be deep in the end zone. It is a touchdown for Petra. And now, after all is said and done, we're back to being tied if Petra can kick an extra point here. There were two guys covering one receiver, and not one of them decided to think about the running back that was also running a flat route. Petra has 6 points on the board. One more after this kick. We'll make it 7, and it's good. But we're tied at 7. All due to Dokibird fumbling the ball away every time she touches the ball on offense. What an upset this would be if Petra can pull this one out. Take it at the 15, across the 25, but not farther than that. Much farther, I should say, so... Dokibird's been struggling on her offensive drives ever since that one, after that first drive that resulted in a touchdown. This one will be a catch over the middle. It'll gain 8 yards there. More importantly, they'll hold on to the ball on that play specifically. 3 minutes have passed by in the second quarter. And Dokibird did get the ball to start this first half, which is very important. Because that means if this drive results in a touchdown, Petra is going to get the ball back twice before Dokibird can touch the ball again, more than likely. The quarterback will safely slide, but there is a flag, so this one is going to come back. It was a first down. It's now going to be, again, second and double digits. This time, second and 12 coming up. Pass over the middle. He's got a man, and he's got the first down, and again loses the ball, and Petra recovers it again. Some very undisciplined football right now for Dokibird. If they cannot get a first down, they'll get holding calls and fumbles that result in turnovers. Oh my Jesus. Petra takes over past midfield again with a chance to go up on the board even higher. That's a drop and an incompletion. They're just outside field goal range. But if they can get a score on this drive, they'll go up on top. A very undisciplined football on the side of Dokibird. I know Petra's had some penalties, but Dokibird's had penalties and fumbles costing them on both sides. Blown play here. This one, oh, they lose the ball too. Picked up by the defense. Can anybody get him? He accelerates. Just like that, Dokibird's back on top. Touchdown! Ball security, what is that? Multiple fumbles resulting in turnovers by both teams, and this one bites Petra even more because that means Dokibird is now back on top. Good acceleration by number 4, by the way. That is not easy as a defender. So while Dokibird's offenses continue to struggle, Dokibird's defense clamps down and gets a defensive score here, which will put Dokibird back up on top by 7 points. It's going to be very important if this game comes down to those said 7 points. Kickoff taken at the 15. Won't get much more than to the 25. And I think that's going to come back even farther as well. Good Lord. So Petra has a deeper hole to climb. Petra has a deeper hole to climb at the 14-yard line. After that fumble, there's a catch. Little bit of a gain right there. 6 yards there. That's a start. That's a start of something. It has not been good football offensively, let me tell you. Thumbnail caught your attention, so good on that. Hell yeah. I don't really have good thumbnails, to be honest. I'm not good at thumbnails. 2nd and 4. That's caught. That is a first down. Not much more than a first down at the 26, though, so. It did step out of bounds, so the clock will stop for at least momentarily. There it goes again. Ball security needs to be a major thing for both of these teams heading into halftime here to see if they can improve upon it. There's a quick RPO. It will be caught. It will be a gain of 7. I have a feeling we are not even close to done with all these fumbles and turnovers. I feel like we are in store for a multitude more here in the second half, the way that this has been. 2nd and 3. This is a run. He'll get a first down. Gets a little bit of space in the middle of the field. Good run there, out to the 43. So Dokibird, Petra slowly driving down the field. Although they still need about 60 yards to get back in this game. And they need to do so while hanging on to the ball and not committing any crimes. Shotgun snap here. Pass over the middle, or rather the left side, but just close to the middle. And he's only a 6-yard gain. Well, I say only, that's still a good gain. Just right at the midfield mark. Some extra pressure on that defense there that last time. Which probably only allowed the quarterback to get that ball out quickly and short of the sticks. 2nd and 4. Pass. Oh, it's picked off! Another turnover. And not the first interception by Petra whatsoever. The defender smartly stepped in front of that pass. That was a good play by the cornerback right there. That would have been a good offensive play. But instead, it's a turnover. And Dokibird has a chance to go up 2 scores if they can hang on to the ball. But they've had their struggles offensively. There's a RPO. That'll get virtually nowhere, and he is fighting for extra yards, but can only muster up 3. It is going to be the 2-minute timeout here before they get this next snap off. Dokibird has a chance to go up 2 scores of any kind, but first they need a first down to get inside field goal range. They also need to hold on to the ball to begin with, because they have had their fair shares of turnovers in this game. 2nd and 7. A good opportunity to pass over the left. He's got a huge reception out of that. Hey, we're finally seeing some life here for this offense. It's taken them a while, but when they needed it, it's happening. That's inside the 20, so they're inside the red zone. Let's see what happens on this first down. It's a quick snap. Over the middle. Got it. Gain of 7. Down at the 10. They're getting really close. They're getting closer. And this is their 2nd time they've been in the red zone. And the first time they scored a touchdown. So that's a good stat line to read after that first drive, though. They've been sluggish, to say the least. But 2nd and 3 at the 10. Quick shot over the left. It's 1st and goal at the 3. It was a good drive. This is a really beautifully orchestrated drive so far by Dokibird. Very clean. Very clean. The timeout has been taken, I think, by Petra. No, by Dokibird. Dokibird takes their first timeout. A little curious as to why, but at the same time, too. We'll see. Right at the 3-yard line, may call a run here to start things off. They do not. They'll roll out to the middle. Quarterback struggling. He'll go down with a sack. But to be honest, a sack is much better than what exactly has been going on with the quarterback the last couple of, not only this game, but the last couple. The quarterback has not been able to hold on to the ball as smoothly as other positions have been able to do. So a sack on this play probably is the safest option for Dokibird's offense, to be honest. The clock is still ticking. They will need to do a quick strike here in the end zone. They only got 10 seconds. It's going to probably be a touchdown pass. That's what it'll be. I was about to say this was going to be their last offensive snap before they set out the field goal unit. And boy, was that ever a good play by Dokibird. It's been real bad for Dokibird's offense ever since their first touchdown of today. They've been fumbling it. They've been losing the ball. They've been getting called back. They've been getting calls called back to them and all that sort of stuff. But finally, the offense shows some life here at the end of the first half. And now with this extra point, Petra will be down 14 points. The good news for Petra is that she will get the ball back regardless of how much time's on the clock. Because we are going to get into the second half here, but Petra will get the ball to start the second half. She'll have maybe one shot, deep shot, if she wants to take it. But it's probably going to have to be about a 70-yard bomb. A little bit less than that, but it's going to be one shot. It's going to be one shot with 5 seconds. I don't know if it's going to... if they said 4 or 5 guys, it's a 4-man rush. This is going to be... yeah, nothing. Too much pressure. But that's fine. Petra will get the ball back to start the second half anyways, so they're gonna need it though. They're gonna need some extra. They're gonna need some extra help from their defense here to start this second half. Their defense has done as much as they can here, but Petra's offense not too smooth either, to be honest. They have lost the ball multiple times. Look at this stat line. I'm glad they showed this. Look at this. 4 fumbles recovered by Petra, 2 interceptions thrown by Petra, and Dokibird, most importantly, has that defensive touchdown. Which I think, yeah, this is that play. This is that defensive touchdown play. That's the difference maker of this game so far. It would be just a 7-point game if that defensive touchdown did not happen. There's the first touchdown by Dokibird early in this game. And then here's the second. I was thinking the quarterback was going to scramble and run for it for himself. We saw that. We saw that in the game between Mint and Fruit, which resulted in a fumble that was recovered by Mint, but then immediately was a safety because it was recovered at the 1. With that out of the way, we're back to second half football here. That one was a lot longer of a return than I was expecting. Trying to fight for that extra yardage. They'll start at the 32, roughly where they were at before halftime. It'll be a run play. Good block. Good blocking. It's a first down run there. Gain of about 11. Good blocking there by Petra's O-line to start things off. Very clean blocking, might I add, because we've had a lot of holding calls by both teams. But Petra is down by 2 scores, and they want to... at the very least, get one of them back here on this drive in particular. There's a snap. He's got a receiver over to the right. He's got some acceleration, and he's got a first down over midfield as well. So a good start to this drive by Petra's offense. As long as they keep the mistakes out of their reach, they can start this second half with probably their best offensive drive yet, if they can manage this. That's a tall task to ask for here. They still need a lot of yards here. First and 10, just past midfield at the 42. Shotgun snap. Looks for a receiver. He's just going to check it down, and that's going to be a loss of a yard. Would have just been better dropping the ball than catching it. It'll be second and 11. Everybody was well covered, so they had to go for their last possible receiver, which is understandable. But would have been better off just throwing that ball out of bounds, more than likely. Petra running mostly up-tempo offense here. 2nd and 11. It's a screen pass, and it was not set up well whatsoever. The blockers were ready. I don't think the receiver was. So a failed screen attempt will set up 3rd and 11, a dire situation for Petra's offense. They cannot afford this 4th down here. Another screen pass, and again, it is not set up well. Petra tries the screen pass twice. It fails on both tries. It was a good start to this drive, and then it immediately fell apart after they crossed midfield. And just like that, Petra's going to have to rely on a defense that has been pretty stout, but also at the same time, too, they have given up more than they've needed to. We'll see what happens here on this Dokibird offensive drive that starts at the 19. It'll be a quarterback keeper. That's a call. That's a call if I've ever seen one. He holds on to the ball for only a gain of 1. The reason why I say that is because I am not trusting the quarterbacks to hold on to these balls the way that they've been playing both today and last week when we had our first 4 games of the series. Quick snap, quick throw over the middle, got a 1st down, and it's a good gain right there. About a 17, 18-yard gain there. That'll be a 1st down at the 37. A score here by Dokibird can pretty much put the game away with the way Petra's offense has been playing. Being up by 3 scores with only a quarter and a half left would be pretty much academic. That's a gain of 7 on that run play. Dokibird has had a messy first half, but everything could change if they could just control the ball security. Because that's been Dokibird's major issue. Ball security has not been a good deal here. It's 2nd and 3. They'll get a quick shot over to the right side of the field, and that is a 1st down in field goal range. Down to the 37, past midfield. So Dokibird, despite being backed up behind the 20 to start the drive, they are cruising down this field pretty swiftly. Now inside field goal range, another RPO quick strike to a receiver. Won't get the 1st down, but will still gain a good amount of yards on that 1st down play. Down to the 28, it'll be 2nd and 1. A solid RP. The RPO game has been working for Dokibird today. Might call a run here on the 2nd and 1. And they don't. But he's... Oh, avoids the sack. Got him, man. Won't be able to get to the end zone, but it'll be 2 yards short. Good play by everybody on that offense. Good on the quarterback. Avoided the blitz. Shrugged him off, and also was able to find the wide open receiver, who was able to just accelerate enough to get inside the 5. 1st and goal at the 2 now. They'll run it, and spins out of 1 tackle, can't break out of the other. Basically, no gain on that play. They're driving, and they're cruising down this field. Second and goal coming up here for the Dokibird offense. They only need 3 yards to get another score here. And they'll try a run for the 2nd time. He breaks 1 tackle and still won't gain anything on that. So the running offense here inside the red zone, not too good. So it's 3rd and goal. This one's looking like a pass. And it's going to be a pass. It's going to be a throw. It's going to be batted down. So Petra's defense slams hard on the red zone here. Holds Dokibird to a 4th and goal at the 3. That could have been picked. That could have been picked. We've seen some interceptions today. See if they can get 3 points on the board. It's a chip shot. Kick is up, and it is good. Whew. So Dokibird does come out of this drive with 3 points and not, 7. They wanted 7, but they were a couple yards short, but still good enough to get 3 points on the board. So that's 3 red zone trips for Dokibird's offense and 3 scores of some kind, which still puts Petra in a tough spot. They are still going to be down 3 scores of some kind. And that return out to the 26 won't really help them either. So they need something here. Offensively, they have not had any luck. The only score they've had is off of a defensive fumble. All kinds of time for this quarterback. All kinds of time. And he'll just check it down. He couldn't find a man deep in the field. That's crazy. With that much time and only a 4-yard gain, that is not what Petra needs. Well, the defensive line probably didn't do its job. Everybody from the DBs on back, they did their job perfectly. 2nd and 6. Another pass play, a little extra pressure here. It will be caught. It will be a first down. Not much more than that, though. Man, the only reason why Petra has 7 on the board was due to an early turnover by Dokibird that resulted in a fumble, and Petra was able to drive down the field and score. That was in the first quarter. RPO, quick catch. He's missed 1 tackle, missed a second, accelerates past midfield, and gets out to the 41 of Dokibird. So that was a good run there. I'm wondering if the passing attack has been a little less aggressive because of the fact that the quarterback has already thrown about two interceptions, and I believe has also lost a fumble too. I believe. It has not been a good day for the passing game for Petra whatsoever. Here they go with another run. They will be behind the sticks after that play. And not a good run play whatsoever. It's going to be 2nd and 11. This is where their last offensive drive stalled out completely. They got past midfield after a good play, and then it just kind of all fell apart from there. This might be the last play of the 3rd quarter. It's going to be a run play, so it will be. Cuts back middle. Won't really be able to get much farther than the initial tackle. That will still be a gain of 6, so it'll be 3rd and short here for this offense, depending on what ends up happening. If there's ever a time for Petra to get back in this game, a score here would be necessary. 3rd and 5. Quick over the right side. Sorry, left side. It is a first down, and it is red zone time for Petra's offense. It would have been the right side had that been on the other side of the field. 1st and 10 at the 16 coming up here for Petra. Probably their biggest offensive play so far. That pass was a deep shot, especially considering the rest of the passes have been mostly short passes. 1st and 10 at the 16. It'll be another pass. Extra pressure coming, and that one's going to be thrown out of bounds. That extra pressure was just a little too much for that quarterback. I don't blame him. I think there was 5, maybe 6 guys coming. And there was no chance for anything to develop on that play. 2nd and 10 coming up. A run play. Accelerates over to the right side. It gets 7 on that play, so it'll be 3rd and short. Good chance here to... Good chance to maybe showcase off another... I don't know, the run play. The running has been very up and down. I think Dokibird's going to be expecting a run here, so they're going to set extra pressure. It looks like only 3, maybe 4 guys will probably rush in this play here. Going to be a pass. Just short. He was open. He was open. And he threw short. Oh, man, he was open. That would have been not only a first down, that could have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 4th and 3. What do? They'll send out the field goal unit. He missed one earlier. Can he make another one? He's got it up, and he's got it in the uprights. So, I mean, not exactly what Petra needed, but out of the 3 scores, they were able to hold Dokibird to a field goal, and now role reversal here. That would barely cross the uprights. Good lord. Petra was able to get a field goal out of it, which puts him up to double digits on the scoreboard, which is much better than you think. Some teams couldn't even do that in their quest. So now with that out of the way, the Petra's defense, though, has to crank down here. Dokibird's offense has been pretty stellar the last 2 times they've come out to the field. We'll start with a run here on 1st and 10. Jukes a defender. And, oh boy. Is this another flag? Oh boy. It was a very clean third quarter. It was a very clean third quarter for the flags. Oh god. Here we go. Another first down run. It's only a gain of 3 here. Oh boy. 2nd and 17. Now, Dokibird could just use this opportunity to just run the clock down because Petra is going to need to get the ball back more than twice. It'll be a quarterback keeper. And another flag on the play. Oh, boy. This one's going to go to Dokibird again. And Petra's going to accept that penalty. I'm not too sure if that was a smart call. That would have been 3rd and very long. Instead, it's 2nd and very long. So, I don't know if that was a smart call, but we'll see. A quick scuffle out to the wide receiver who will gain some of that yards back, but it's still 3rd and very long here. Again, Dokibird doesn't really need to get a first down, or like doesn't really need anything crazy to happen on this offense. They just need to chew the clock down to make sure that Petra can only have the ball at most one more time. 3rd and 16. It's going to be a pass. Very little pressure. It's going to moon ball it to the left side. Got it! Incomplete. He stepped out. Oh, dang. He had it, and he was just too far to the left, and it was thrown out of bounds. That would have been massive. Like, we've seen field flipper punts. That would have been a field flipper kick, or a field flipper pass. Not a kick. And that punt drives Petra right to midfield, so they got pretty decent territory right now if they can drive 50 yards. Good start here, maybe. Gain of 5 on that pass play. Decent start, but they need to also start hurrying it up just a little bit more than what they are right now. They need to clock some first downs off. If they can do that, they could also save them some extra seconds. Because the clock does stop on first downs for momentarily. 2nd and 5. Some shuffling going around. Pass play. Over the middle. Has a man. Got a first down. Jukes one defender. Gets out to the 35. It is field goal territory, but that's not what they need. They need a touchdown, and they need one now. It's a tough task here. The clock ticks faster than you think with only 9 minutes of this first round of this tournament. As we move farther into this tournament, it will get longer to the point where our national championship game will be a full 15-minute game. 1st and 10. Over the middle. Has a man. It's got it. And another first down. Although the clock is not stopping. Rules of college football is a little insane, but, you know, it is what it is. Just outside the red zone here, but they are chipping slowly away at this field position that they were given. So pretty decent field position, too. This is going to be a run. That's a good stop by... Okay, maybe not. That's a gain of 4. What could have been a loss of 2 at most. Running back broke at least 3 tackles there to stop them from getting back behind the line there. That was a good run. A good run despite what could have been even worse. So 2nd and 6. Just inside the red zone. Another pass. 4-man pressure. That's going to be thrown out of bounds. Incomplete, so 3rd and 6. Yeah, like I said, there's really no room here for a field goal. A field goal will still only hold them down to 2 scores, so they need a touchdown here if they can get it. Crowd up on their feet for this 3rd and 6. Another run. He's got the first down. It'll be a 1st and goal. So 3 more opportunities to get a score here for Petra. It might be a 7-point game here momentarily. It's all going to depend on how quickly Petra can get the ball in the end zone, though, here, if they can get it. They'll try to run some up-tempo offense here, but they got to move fast. They got to move fast here. Pass. Looking. Throws over the end zone. Somewhat a smart move. Should have been a little quicker on that decision, but not going to complain too much about it. That does stop the clock at 3-0 with 3. They got opportunities to throw it into the end zone. They're going to have to use up all opportunities possible. Snap. Converting receivers over the middle. This one's again thrown quickly out of bounds. So, the 2 opportunities that they've had so far, they have not done well with that opportunity. So they got 1, maybe 2 opportunities more. It's only 8 yards that they need. It's not like they need a lot. They just need 8 yards. Here comes again, 3rd and goal. Still looking. Throws it. Caught. Oh, just short. Oh my God. He was a yard short. That was a touchdown if he was able to turn back. 4th and goal. Send the house. They'll pass it. It's dropped. Fumble. It's picked up. And that'll practically do it. A 4th and goal stand by Dokibird. That'll practically do it. Even if it is at their own 10-yard line, they could probably just run this clock out. If not, it's still going to only amount to Petra getting the ball back once. But they are just going to run this clock out despite a lot of time left on the clock. It's practically 14 points left on the board for Petra to get back with only 2 minutes. Not going to really happen. It wasn't a clean game by Dokibird by any means of the stretch, but a good enough of a game to keep themselves afloat in this tournament. Although they are going to need to clean up the penalties and the ball security because they are lucky Petra wasn't able to take full advantage of not only the missed opportunities with the flags, but also the fumbles. 2nd and 12, another big-time run here. Petra is going to use up some timeouts here, but it's really not going to amount to much if Petra could get into the end zone. This would be a pretty interesting situation, but since she couldn't, it's not going to really amount to anything here. Petra will get the ball back, but again, down 2 scores with only a minute left, minute and a half. It's really going to come down to how quickly Petra can get into the end zone, which hasn't really been quick. Another punt and some halfway decent field position to start. It is past midfield. Wasn't a beautiful punt by any means of the stretch. 1st and 10. Deep shot over the middle. He's got him in! He's got him in! Touchdown! One play. They're still going to be down by 7. So an onside kick is going to come. And, wow. Just imagine if Petra had that one touchdown earlier. We would have a tie ball game if this were to be the case. But they were 1 yard short. They were 1 yard short of what could have been. What could have been a tie ball game here with 1:34 left. But instead, they're going to be down by 7. They're going to be down by 7. They're going to need this onside kick. If they don't get it, it's practically game over. Oh, boy. Here comes the onside. It's picked up by Petra. Are you kidding me? How is this happening? Another deep shot over the middle. That's incomplete. Oh my God, we might have a ball game here in a minute. 1 minute, 30 seconds. Petra needs a touchdown to stay in it. They got one timeout to also help them. But they need 50 yards. They were able to get about 45 on one play. They tried it again that time. It did not work for them, but they're going to try it again here. 2nd and 10. Deep shot. Oh, batted down. Good play defensively. It's going to come down to a 3rd and possibly a 4th down play again here. I didn't think we were going to see a successful onside kick, but we have, and it's drama. We got drama here with 1:25. Here we go. 3rd and 10. Ball at midfield. Shotgun snap. Passes it over the left. He's got it. He's short. He's short. Can Dokibird hold for one more play? They need 2 yards to extend the drive. And you know they're going to try and get anything out of this drive. 4th and 2. Here comes the game. Snap. Pass. Looks. Shuffles. Pressure. Throws it. Caught. 1st down. Not much more than that, but it's what they needed. The game continues with less than 50 seconds left. With one timeout, when does Petra use that one timeout? 40 seconds and ticking. They got to spike it here on 1st and 10. They might. They do. Smart move. They save a timeout. They do use up some of that clock. 36 seconds left on the clock. 2nd and 10. They need 38 yards to get a score. They also need a PAT as well, but we haven't really seen anybody miss a PAT. That has been more than academic. 38 yards. Can Petra pull it off? Shotgun snap. Pass. Quick over the left. Ooh, also batted down incomplete. That one was close too. That one was close. Good one-on-one coverage by the defense. And the defender was able to knock it down and save the team. But they still got 2 shots here. It'll be 3rd down, 33 seconds left. Here comes the snap. Looking for a receiver. Looking. Throws it short of the sticks. It's going to be out of bounds. We're once again in 4th down territory. Now it's even deeper of a hole for Petra to continue this game. It's 4th and 10 now instead of 4th and 2 like it was the last time. Did they mood ball it? Just say screw it. Last final play of the game? Possibly. They might as well. Here's the snap. Here's the game. Possibly. Throws over the middle. It's caught. It's a 1st down. And Petra uses their final timeout. They needed 10. They got 11. The game continues. 24 seconds left. 27 yards. Separates Petra from potentially upsetting Dokibird here. Snap. Pass. Looks. Deep left side. It's caught. Dropped. It's dropped. 2nd down. 20 seconds on the clock. Right into the hands of the receiver. That would have been big. That would have been big. 2nd down. Clock ticking underneath 20. Looking. Throwing. Out of bounds. Third down. Petra's using up all the time on the clock in order to drive down this field. Unfortunately, it's going to be down to less than 10 seconds here on this next play. So whatever they need, it's a shot to the end zone. It is a shot to the end zone. They cannot afford pass over the middle. Looking, steps up, throws out of bounds. Smart move, final. This one, without a doubt, will be the final play of the game. Petra needs 27 yards. It's not 4th and 10, it's 4th and 27. Regardless of what it says, it's 4th and 27. Last play of the game. Snap. Looking. Waiting. He's got it. In the end zone. Incomplete. It was batted down by the defense. Dokibird, despite everything that happened in this first round matchup, will move on. Whew. What a game. Single-handedly, I can say without a doubt, the best game so far in round one. How much drama was at the end of that game. My goodness. The one play, 48-yard touchdown pass. And then the onside kick. But the biggest difference of them all, the biggest score of them all was that defensive touchdown. That's what sealed the fate for Dokibird, basically. Petra tried, and I'll give them credit. They had a shot without a doubt. Wow. What a game. What a game. Whew. That one was a game. There's the stats, by the way. I'm noting down the stats here for the winners. And trying to make sure that I keep an eye on the round 2 teams. And see how offensively they were. In terms of the total offense here, Dokibird is not the worst. Ali had an offensive game that wasn't as good. Albeit not by much. Whew, that last drive killed my voice. But I still got 3 more games here to call. Alright. The biggest thing here is let's look at the turnover difference here. So Petra was able to get 2 turnovers by 4 turnovers. 2 of them from, actually 4 of them from fumbles. All of them from fumbles. And the fact that Petra could only muster up 17 points out of that shows how bad Petra's offense was basically the entire game. Until that final 4th quarter run. And maybe Dokibird was playing a little too conservative on that 4th quarter, but I don't blame them. The way that Petra's offense was playing, it was kind of difficult for anybody to really think otherwise that Dokibird was going to run a little bit conservatively. I'm not too keen on that approach. But yeah, 4 fumbles lost by Dokibird, but still manages a 7-point victory due to one of the fumbles that was lost on the Petra side of the ball, resulting in a scoop and score for Dokibird. That's all it takes. That's all it takes for this game. We have not had an overtime matchup so far, and I don't know if we ever really will at this point. But this game was the closest you'll get. This game will be as close as you can get. And shout out, by the way, to Dokibird's defense on that last drive. After not only giving up that massive touchdown the drive before, where it was just one play, boom, Petra's back in it. But they clamped down after the onside kick didn't go in their favor. Granted, Petra did drive down the field, but when they needed to clamp down, they clamped down exactly when they needed to. So shout out to them. That was as good of a defensive drive as you can have for a defense, holding them to that 4th and massively long. And I'll give Petra credit. I was expecting a 4th and 10 to just end up they were going to try to get the first down instead of the shot to the end zone. But they were smart enough to know that they needed a shot in the end zone and not a shot in the middle of the field because they were out of timeouts at that time. So that's how things shake up for that round, for this round 1 matchup. We still have more to go here. Momentarily, we will have our second matchup here of this stream here, which will take us to a pretty wild card round, if you will. A wild card team, not game, but wild card team. Rico Kumai taking on Iron Mouse. Now, this game's going to be fun for maybe some different reasons, but that'll be that. I am going to switch the YouTube stream over to that stream so that this Dokibird and Petra stream could only be that game. So, if you're watching on YouTube, momentarily, you'll see the second game go live. With that out of the way, let's get to that game real quick.